Hello, my name is Kayla Hawkins, and I am doing a video presentation from my school, Chattahoochee Technical College. I am in the Early Childhood Education program, and my course number is 1103. And today I am going to talk to you about attachment in the early child care setting and why it's so important for a child to feel a secure attachment in the classroom. But let me start off by saying what attachment is. The National Library of Medicine describes attachment as an emotional bond between an infant and one or more adults, where the child seeks comfort and support from those individuals, especially during times of stress or fear. So, what I believe they're saying is attachment is something a child learns from the minute they come out. The minute they come out as a infant, they have to find that person, i.e. their mother, their father, grandparents, that are going to show them love, compassion, kindness, security, safeness. That's what they're looking for. And why it's so important to have all that in a child care setting, because children are with us more than they are at home. I believe that children spend a lot of time with their teachers in the classroom. So if we're not showing them the love, compassion, care, letting them know that they can be safe with us, they're not going to get secure attachment bonds. So we want to make sure that we are giving them everything their parents would give, and making sure we're being that person that they can trust. Also, with secure attachment, it's important because it affects many areas of child development. When a child feels safe with their caregivers, they are more likely to explore around the classroom where they're at. They're more likely to open up to us. They're more likely to show us the same affection and as we show them. So we have to be that person that's acting like, oh, we're showing them kindness, we're showing them compassion, we're showing them support. They want that person to be about them. And yes, we do deal with a lot of kids in the classroom, but children are different. All children are different. So we have to make sure we are doing everything we can for every child in our classroom to show them the same respect, safe, protection, and kindness, so we can keep those bonds. But not all bonds are secure. Not all attachment is secure, because some kids have a difficult time with getting those secure attachments, because they've been through things. They've been through neglect. They have been through inconsistent care, going in and out of their teachers leaving. It's hard for a child to understand when the person that they had before, if a new teacher is coming in and that person that they had before is gone, they're not understanding what happened. They're not realizing. They're just like, why is the person that I cared for and the person who was loving me and caring for me, why are they gone? So that gives them, then they start dealing with behavior issues and crying at the door when their parents leave and not wanting to be at school, because the inconsistency of somebody that they've grown to love and cherish, that person's gone if that's what happens, or if they've been neglected or abused. They become anxious, they become withdrawn. Early educators, is important to remember that we have to be patient. we have to be patient with these kids. It's not easy for them either when their parents are dropping them off at a strange place. So we have to make sure we're giving them the love and support so they know that we want them to trust us. A couple of examples I can go over when one of my children in the school was leaving in the morning, just wanting to hold on to their parent because they didn't want them to go. I just sat down, talked to them by name, and tried to comfort them and acknowledge their feelings and understood with them, and just wanted to help them transition into a different activity instead of ignoring their emotions. A teacher has to show support, and over time, these positive experiences help the children learn that their teacher is someone they can depend on, or they can depend on us. We want them to know that we care for them, so we can do different things like greeting them by name when they come into the building, or listening to their feelings when they're upset, showing them that we care about them showing them that we care about them and their feelings gives them a secure attachment that this person really, really likes me or loves me enough. I am going to trust that person. Attachment also helps children develop relationships with their peers. When children feel secure, they're more likely to communicate with a friend who's playing in blocks, or cooperate and share with them, and solve problems with other children. A caring classroom environment gives children opportunities to practice social skills while knowing they have a trusted adult to support them in the classroom. Families and teachers both play important roles in building attachment. When educators communicate with families and work together, then they understand each other's needs. Children receive constant support. We're giving them constant support when we are in tune and we are working with their parents and making sure that we are keeping an open line of communication between them. It builds them a strong relationship between caregivers. In conclusion to why I believe attachment is so important part of early childhood development, because it helps children feel safe. Through consistent care, positive interactions, and trusted relationships, teachers and caregivers can help children develop emotional skills, social connections, and a strong foundation for an early childhood setting, and how educators can create an environment where children feel valued and cared for. As an early child care educator myself, I'm not just teaching children skills. I am building relationships with the children that are around me. I am making sure that these children know that they feel love, support, and that they know that I understand not every day will be the same, but they at least know that I'm the person that they can come to if they are struggling through that day, if they need help, if they need somebody to just be there for them. They know they can trust me. And that's why I think attachment is so important, because you want those children to just want to be with you and want to know that they can trust you wholeheartedly. So remember, a strong attachment today helps build a stronger future for a child. We have to have that strong connection. So thank you again for listening to why I felt attachment is so important in the child care setting, and why educators need to understand that we are the ones they need to trust when they're with us. Thank you.